Hey, what is going on, Capricorns? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Capricorns? Excuse me. I know I got in trouble before by people using headphones and I cough. I do apologize. I know that can be quite a fright. um, so the first thing I'm seeing is I feel like for you Capricorn is this energy around you. This is someone you already know. This is someone I feel like you had a connection with. Now, how far that connection went, I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing that this is someone that you had a connection with. And I feel like it was a strong connection, and I know butts never fall. Nothing never follows but that's good, but it does. It gets better. I feel like with this person, I see this person has made a lot of changes. I feel like this person has done a lot of growing. I feel like this person's getting their shit together, and I feel like with this person, I feel like they were overthinking the connection before. And I feel like they weren't being quite honest about how they felt about you. I just feel like in the past there was a little bit of immaturity. I feel like that deep connection you had with this person was real, but I don't feel like they were ready to see it, or they weren't ready for it. But like I said, with that Six of Swords, I feel like this person's made a lot of big changes. They're getting their shit together. There's this huge transition in their life. We have the Death card. Now, a lot of things have changed from this person. I feel like they let go of a lot of the old immature ways that they had with that Devil card, freeing themselves from what didn't do them any good. Because I feel like what the biggest thing I'm seeing here is they changed a lot. They let go of the things that weren't doing any good. But one thing that has changed dramatically is I feel like this person has a lot of regret. I feel like this person regrets how it ended or how they acted. For some of you, this may be someone you're still kind of dealing with, but like I said, I feel like there's a lot of regret in this person. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety. This person feeling like they screwed up something huge. They really screwed it up. And I feel like they knew what they wanted then. They just didn't know how to keep it. But they still know what they want. This person thinks about you and only you. This person, like I said, they didn't see what they were doing when they were doing it. They didn't see what was right in front of them. They were overthinking the shit out of this. Like I said, they were hiding it from you. They weren't being they weren't being honest about how they felt. And it's one of those things where sometimes we don't get a second chance, but this person, they can't live that way. They don't want to live that way. They miss the shit out of you. Emotionally, they haven't ever walked away from this. And they don't intend to. And that's what I see coming towards you. I feel like this person is going to show up back into your life. Or this person, like I said, for some of you, this may be someone you're still dealing with. I see this person really surprising you, but not really. It's going to be a surprise, but I don't feel like it's not. What I mean by that is I feel like you kind of knew it was there. You knew who this person was, or you wouldn't have been had a connection with them. You knew what they could have been. You saw the potential. But it's like I said, it comes a time when we gotta say, okay, I saw the potential. I know what they can be, but they're not getting there. So how long do I invest in this before, I feel like you stopping, you not giving to this or stopping giving to it was the biggest catalyst for us to get better. I feel like this person realized they screwed up. They know they messed up. And they have to live with it, but it's not something they want to live with. So, like I said, I do feel like this person has come a long way. And, it starts with now. I mean, I see this person putting in the work. I see this person stepping up. I see this person wants this back. They want you back. And I do see this person opening up, and I feel like they're going to be very honest. And I feel like that's the only way we can really move forward. I've said this before. When people screw up and they really understand that they screwed up and they really want to make things right, they got to acknowledge the screw up. They can't just come back and say, hey, can we get a fresh start? We can get a fresh start, maybe. But what happened before? We need to talk about that. We just can't just pretend like it never happened and start over. That's, with this person, like I said, being very honest, earning back your trust. First step. And like I said, they're willing to put in the work. They know they need to put in the work. They know you're worth it. This person wants to build that foundation with you. I feel like I said, I feel like they've come a long way and they're seeing things in a different perspective. They want to build that foundation. They want that true commitment. They're willing to give you everything that you need, or at least everything they have to give. And that's something they never did before. We can chalk it up to immaturity. We can chalk it up they weren't ready. Whatever it is, it doesn't make any of it better. But like I said, this person is seeing things in a different perspective now. They know what's important and what's not. And you're on the top of the list of what's important to them. Like I said, they're coming back, earn your trust. The best way to earn your trust is to be honest and come clean. And I feel like that's the best way to move forward, and that's what they want to do. They want to move forward with you because they truly care about you. They truly care about this connection. And it's not that I don't feel like they didn't before. I just feel like they didn't know what to do with it. I do, like I said, I chalk it up to immaturity. But again, with the King of Cups, that's that very mature emotional connection, very mature emotional energy. Someone that knows what they need to do. And I feel like that's all you ever really wanted from this person, is just to know what they needed to do. There's one thing that I know about Capricorns is that it's like, you don't want to babysit people. You don't want to be that person. You want someone that shows up and puts in the work just like you do. You want someone that wants to build something real. You don't want someone that you have to always look over their shoulder and always keep on task. You're looking for a partner, not a child. And I feel like I said, you saw something real in this person. You saw something that you connected with, but it comes a time where you got to stop giving into things that give you nothing back. You know, you got to stop putting in so much, giving someone so much leeway. And I feel like that was the biggest turning point here. I feel like this person realized they weren't getting a free ride. But like I said, the big changes in this person. I mean, we have the six of swords. You know, that's a lot of big changes in itself. But then we have, that Scorpio with the death card. You know, I feel like it's a new beginning, and this time they're going to do it right. You know, because they know what it's like not to have you. You know, I mean, like I said, they made a lot of changes, but one thing that never changes is how they felt about you. It's just how they're going to show you has changed. With this person, we have Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We have some Cancer, some Scorpio, Aquarius, and Gemini. We don't always get it right the first time, but I've seen so many different situations where it doesn't work the first time, and it may not even work the second time. But the reason we keep trying is because there's something there to work for. You know, the potential is there. Whether or not that both of you want to see it through is something that a lot of people struggle with. You know, you can be in a relationship with someone and work your ass off, and there's something special with that person, but if they're not willing to see it, you can't change someone. You can't change who someone is if they don't want to change. You can't. It's hard to give yourself to something just based on pure faith. Some people can do that, and some people get screwed over majorly for it. And some people know there's something there, and they know maybe a little tough love will work. But that person has to want to change. And I see it so many times in relationships, messages I get and even personal readings I get sometimes. People have a hard time letting go of someone they care about. But it's not about whether or not you want to let them go. At the end of the day, it's whether or not they're willing to let you go. And if they are willing to let you go, then you got to be willing to let them go. If they are willing to work for it, they got to work for it. You can't just be on you, because that'll just lead to resentment. You can't make someone change, and there's so many times, like even in my personal life, I've seen people make mistakes in relationships, and they get back together, and they stay. It's good for a few months or a few weeks, and even sometimes even a year. And then all of a sudden it goes back to making the same old mistakes because we haven't acknowledged the elephant in the room. And that's what I mean by this, is sometimes people want to start, have a fresh start, but they got to realize they got to make it right what happened before. And like I said, the best thing I see about this read, I mean, the thing that really shows me that this person has changed, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, do what you want with the information, but one thing that I really enjoy seeing is that Queen of Swords is just being honest. Because I feel like if we can be honest with each other, that's something we can build on. You can't build on dishonesty. You can't build on not being able to trust someone. Someone who wants you as bad as you want them, they need to show you. You want to be with someone and build a life with them, you got to be willing to put in the work. Like I said, I mean, for instance, for an example, a friend of mine, she was dating this guy, and he had cheated on her, and she broke up with him. And, a few months later, he kept coming back around and, trying to be her friend, and, telling her how much of a mistake he was and how much of an idiot he was. And, it's, she thought that he changed, so she took him back. A couple months later, he was doing it again with the same girl he did it with before. And, you know, she broke up with him, and she said she felt like such an idiot. I'm like, sometimes our heart wants something, you know? And it's not wrong to want something. It's just not in our favor to want something that doesn't want us back. You know? And it's happened to all of us in our life. It's happened to me. You know, I wanted something that didn't want me back. You know? Wasn't the right fit, I guess. And that's just part of life. We got to go through those lessons. But anybody that truly cares about you will at least try to do the right thing. You know, and sometimes their effort falls short and it's not enough. But anyway, that got dark real quick. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.